I hit him with a left hook right hand, and that ended the bout.
Those who say, what'd you do there? You were winning the fight and in charge.
I just want to
Those who say, what'd you do there? You were winning the fight and in charge.
I just want to tell everybody that bought pay-per-view that came out.
What'd you do there? You were winning the fight and in charge.
I just want to tell everybody that bought pay-per-view that came out to Las Vegas, thank you. It was a hell of a fight.
Floyd, you know you're a promoter, but now we're talking to you as a prize fighter. Let's take a look at what happened at the end of the fight,
let's look at
and
it.
you describe it.
We touched gloves. We back to fight hook. Right hand. And that's all she wrote.
So for you, it was just an automatic response. Let's get on with the fight.
It's protect yourself at all time. He done something dirty. We're not here to cry and complain about what he did dirty or what I did dirty. I was victorious. If he want a rematch, he can get a rematch.
You were in charge of the fight. You were aggressive and trying and taking advantage of what you saw as a flaw.
You know what I'm gonna do? Because you don't ever give me a face shake. You know that? So I'm gonna go and let you talk to Victor Ortiz, all right? I'm through. They put somebody else up and give me an interview.
What are you talking about? What are you talking
heard him.
about?
You never give me a face shake. HBO needs to fire you. You don't know shit about boxing. You ain't shit. You not shit.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass.
You won't do shit. You wouldn't do nothing.
All right. All right. We're now here with Victor Ortiz. You hear the crowd. You describe what happened at the end of the fight. Was it your fault for not protecting yourself at all times?
No. Absolutely not. I was called a break by the referee. So I did as I obeyed, I obeyed exactly as I was told, and I looked at the ref, and I went like that, and I looked up, and then boom, I was out. So, it happens.
All right, first let's show earlier in the round when you had him on the ropes.
Okay.
And you butted him. Was that just some reflex action, or?
I was going back. And then he pushed me a little bit, so I went back and I just cocked back. It looked like I really did it intentionally, but it happens. I even apologized to him. I mean, I'm very sorry for that. I'm not a dirty fighter.
So you're saying you were just trying to jump on him and your head collided?
Yeah, he came forward really fast. I wasn't expecting that, and my head was in his face, so I was like, oh, whoops. So as far as I'm concerned, I'm sorry for that.
But why you seem apologetic about? Then you got together with them, and what did you each say with each other?
I told him, I'm sorry, Floyd, I didn't mean to do that, bro. My bad, man, and my bad, let's do this.
Where's Cortez? Where's Cortez? Where's the ref?
Yeah, so
where's the ref?
That was a couple times. It's okay, though.
No, he's looking at the ref. Where's the ref?
Do you think that was unfair, or because you had a plan to get deep into the fight, or is it your bad?
You can look at it two ways. At the end of the day, you know what? I came out here to show the fans, a good time, and as far as I'm concerned, I think they did have a good time, except for, the little miscommunication there by the ref. But hey, it happens. I'm not perfect. No one is, and neither is the ref. So I have no one to blame for it. It's a learning experience.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Victor. Jim?
All right, your first comment was you didn't even want to comment about it. But of course, that's your job, okay?
It's mixed emotions. I saw emotions on Ortiz. He was very frustrated because he really couldn't get to Floyd, because Floyd was leaning back over the ropes, using his elbow roll. And so in his anger and anxiety, he just actually butted him. Then Floyd purposely planned on getting even. And so Floyd caught him with a punch. But it was a sucker punch, but it was protect yourself at all times. So it's just one of those situations where emotions on both parts.
So very technically, under the protect yourself at all times dictum, this was legal.
Yes.
But you heard the crowd. Who's the winner and who's the loser?
Well, I don't know how they look at eventually. Floyd Mayweather's the winner, because he's the one that officially will be defending his title, and he's the one that won the fight. But for as a public appeal, Floyd has never been that high on what the public felt about him anyway, so I don't think it's going to make any difference. But he's satisfied with himself. That's the most thing that's important to him.
All right. Larry, you're not the only person, I think, who wishes you were 50 years younger. But Victor Ortiz did try to foul Floyd Mayweather, and Mayweather, under the strict terms of the protect yourself all times dictum, is probably legally within his rights, having done what he did. But we heard the response of the crowd, and I'll ask you the same thing I asked Emmanuel. Who's the winner and who's the loser?
Floyd Mayweather is the winner. That tirade at the end, I don't really think I could have kicked his ass 50 years ago, but I would have tried it.
I know that.
So another chapter in the Floyd Mayweather saga. Victor Ortiz, even though he was flawed as everybody saw, he was a likely challenger. What happened at the end, I think, Floyd Mayweather knew that the next question was going to be about, why don't you fight Pacquiao? That's still the question that will linger long after this fight, depending on how long he decides to take off this time.
Well, at the end of the day, Floyd Mayweather stretches his record to 42 wins, no losses, and remains in his position at or near the top of the sport. I say at or near because those of you out there who are incensed at Mayweather for the way that he won the fight tonight are surely wrapping your arms once again around all the hopes that are embodied by Manny Pacquiao and all the hopes that are rampant in the boxing world that the fight between Mayweather and Pacquiao will finally take place. And there's no new evidence one way or another as to whether that's going to happen now that Mayweather has said that he'd offer a rematch to young Victor Ortiz. And one thing is for certain, what we say here is not the end of the discussion. It's the beginning of the discussion. Because for the next 3 weeks, this is going to be a firestorm in the world of boxing websites and in back rooms where boxing is discussed. So you talk about it all night long, and we'll be back to talk about it sometime in the distant future. For now, it's yet another Floyd Mayweather win. World Championship Boxing returns to HBO October 1, when middleweight champion Sergio Martinez takes on undefeated Brit Darren Barker. Also that night, Andy Lee tries to avenge his only loss of his career against Brian Vera. 2 weeks later on HBO pay-per-view, the ageless one, Bernard Hopkins, tries to defy time once again, defending his light heavyweight title against former champ Chad Dawson. Mayweather Ortiz has been brought to you by MGM Grand, City of Entertainment in Las Vegas. Cerveza Tecate, con carácter. DeWalt, new 20-volt max lithium-ion system. AT&T, get it faster with 4G. Rethink possible. Fly Southwest Airlines, it's the right call. Cancun, discover paradise.